The U.S. Commerce Department says it's going to ban people in the U.S. from downloading Chinese-owned apps TikTok and WeChat. Officials say they're taking the step because of security risks from the app's data collection. The CBC's Lindsay Duncombe is following this story for us. And Lindsay, what's the significance of this latest move?
This will affect 100 million users of these very popular apps. Certainly TikTok is popular as a social media device with the famous dances and communications between people. And WeChat is largely used by many Chinese Americans, part of that diaspora, as a way to send money back and forth between the countries. Now, when it comes to WeChat, that app is essentially going to be shut down as of midnight on Monday. A bit of a different situation with TikTok. There won't be any allowed upgrades until November 12th. Notably, that is after the election. November 12th is when TikTok would be in the same position as WeChat, no longer able to be used by American users. So essentially that's delaying it. And there are a number of reasons for that, because at the same time as the Commerce Department is taking this action, there is movement to have an American company potentially take over the business operations of TikTok. That company is Oracle, and those discussions are ongoing. So there's a lot of impact on many fronts about this, Diane. Certainly for the people who use these apps, certainly for Silicon Valley as it tries to wrestle with what the future of these very popular apps are, and then the bigger geopolitical Chinese-American tech sphere battle that is ongoing ahead of the election campaign.
I'm curious to know a little bit more of the background of this. Why is the U.S. doing this? Data,
because every time you click onto one of those apps, information about the user in the United States goes to the company. And when the company is in China, then that is, according to many American officials, a real national security risk. And that is something that the Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross explained not long ago, speaking on Fox Business News. Here's what he had to say.
What they collect are data on locality, data on what you're streaming toward, what your preferences are, what you're referencing. Every bit of behavior that the American side is indulging in becomes available to whoever is watching on the other side.
So this is all part of the big battle for information, and certainly one of the drivers between the trade war, on again, off again, different tariffs between China and the United States has been what China does with intellectual property, how it hacks into other companies, and how it uses information from users based in the United States is also something that national security advisors here in the United States are very concerned about. But how do you do that with something that's as popular as TikTok is one of the things that we will be watching as this story unfolds.
Okay, thank you so much, Lindsay. That's the CBC's Lindsay Duncombe in Washington.